the 416, the 647, Hogtown, TO, T-Dot. These are all terms and names reference to my hometown, Toronto. This city is quickly gaining recognition, not only due to the music industry, but also in the film, banking sector, and also tourism makes the city well known, not only to the U.S. market but globally. Toronto, I speak much about the city because I'm from there. I spent about a good 14 years of my youth living in the city, and I love it. I have much to speak about. So the three main points I'll talk about Toronto is first, the misconceptions about the city, the unique culture, and third, the global impact and importance it has in the world. Okay, so first, addressing the misconceptions about the city. People think that it's located in a winter wasteland. That's actually particularly not true. As a big, vibrant city, very comparable to New York, Chicago. The skylines are very similar, and the population is actually very similar to DFW Metroplex too. It's about 6 million people in total. Second misconception is about the Canadian accent, which is definitely not true, as we all speak normally like me. And the accent's only pertaining to the western provinces of Alberta, Saskatchewan, Winnipeg. And the last, they don't think Toronto is not so diverse, which is very wrong, as Toronto is actually a very multicultural city. According to Toronto.ca diversity fact sheet, Toronto, about half its population are born outside Canada, so it's a very immigrant-driven city. Okay, transitioning into Toronto's culture, Toronto is very much a hockey town. The Dallas Cowboys to Dallas is Toronto Maple Leafs to Toronto. So everybody kind of roots for the Leafs. But also, many sports are taking hold in the city landscape, such as basketball. Many basketball stars have come from Toronto, such as the upcoming Andrew Wiggins and Tristan Thompson of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Rugby is very popular in summer. Lacrosse too. Also, unique to Toronto culture is its diversity. This is a picture of Greektown, but there's also Little Italy, booming Chinatown, Koreatown, Cabbagetown, which is kind of full of Irish immigrants, and also there's Kensington Market, which is kind of like a foothold of all international cuisine into one place. Okay. The cuisine in Toronto is kind of just mainly just Canadian fast food chains such as Tim Hortons, which is kind of like the equivalent of a Starbucks here. Also really popular is poutine, which is just French fries covered in gravy and cheese curds, and Lay's ketchup chips, which is also like our favorite snack. Okay, and then transitioning into Toronto's kind of global importance in the world. It's very important in also in the immigration sector because a lot of immigrants call Toronto home. About 100,000 out of 250,000 immigrants who come to Canada reside in Toronto. And in tourism, about 25 million people visit Toronto, making it the most visited part of Canada. And in the entertainment industry, Toronto has created some of the biggest icons, such as Drake, Justin Bieber, and actors such as Ryan Gosling and Eugene Levy. In the finance sector, it's also one of the biggest in North America and the world. The Toronto Stock Exchange, really important. It's also home to the 5 biggest banks, Bank of Montreal, RBC, TD Bank. They're one of the most well-respected and secured banks in the world. And conclusion, Toronto's not just some, it's kind of old, laid-down hockey town. It's much more than that. It's a global, vibrant city. It makes us unique in its diversity, its cuisine, its sports, and has a long-lasting impact and growing impact across the world in finance, tourism, and entertainment industry. And I encourage y'all to come visit the city and go running for the six and see for yourself.